Men are so powerful and strong within themselves because they're a larger number in the system, in the energy, that the Most High Himself has to destroy them. Now, for instance, David was a mighty warrior. He said, he ran through troops, he broke iron in half, he leaped over walls, he killed a bear, a lion. And then David said that the Most High saved him from his enemies who were too strong for him. And David was a ferocious, mighty warrior to the point where the Most High says that when he defends the nation of Israel, which is scattered throughout the universe, the world, that they will be like David. That's how mighty David was. Now, who in the fuck, is part of my French, guys, who in the hell were these men that even David said they were too strong for him? Or who are these spirits that David's highest self said, I can't handle these souls, I need your help? Don't be deceived. There are some powerful and very powerful, wicked, evil men. That's why when Esdras was in the land, he saw the might of these evil men. He fainted. He's like, oh no. But like in the Native American folklore, they said giants roamed the land, but a great spirit destroyed them. That's the Most High. You see, you can be all power. You can be a powerful man, but you can't stop a spirit, man. You can be a giant the size. I'm talking literally. You look at the skeletons. You could be a giant the size of a 5-story building. You can't stop when the waters fall from heaven, man. I don't give a fuck if you're a giant so big that your head hit the clouds. When the Most High open up the gates of heaven, man, you can't stop that shit. Look at the dinosaurs, man. You can't stop it. That's why when you move in the spirit, you'll be safe. Someone can come to harm you. And for instance, there was a woman working in the store. A guy came to rob her, right? Now, this is an example of the power of the spirit. The guy walks into the store. He pulls a gun out of his waist. And when he pulls the gun out, the gun falls over the counter. He starts scrambling. He tries to jump the counter, but couldn't. And decides to run away. Then his pants starts falling down. This woman didn't do nothing to this man. Them angels fucked his ass up. That woman got a powerful principality protecting her, man. The man pulled the gun out. The gun fell over the counter. He tried to jump the counter. He couldn't make it. I think he couldn't make it because his pants was falling down right there too. He starts to run away. His pants start falling down. People want to kill you. The Most High want you alive. They driving to go and kill you. They crash their car and die. Oh, they're gonna kill you tomorrow. They eat their dinner and choke and die. The Most High ain't gotta crack the heavens and say ha 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 ha. Most High devour you with unnatural, eerie, spooky things. The Most High can kill a man with synchronicities. Every time you go outside, someone behind you. Now this is of someone not being targeted. Most High can kill you with synchronicities. It got to the point with me where the synchronicities were so much. I said, Father, what are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me? Even my goddamn cats look at me like they possessed. They get to the point, my cat will look at me like, oh, why are you looking at me like that, man? like there's something in him that's staring at me that's not a cat. Or there's something in her, because I have 2 cats. Me and my mom have 2 cats. Or there's something in her that's staring at me that don't look like no goddamn cat staring at me. You can feel when a human's looking at you. Then why in the hell does this cat, why is she staring at me with the presence of a human? You hear what I'm saying? So that it's synchronicities are monstrous. Most High make a man go insane with synchronicities. Well, synchronicities is basically, you walk outside and you cough, someone cough behind you. If you look, someone look directly at you. You thinking about coffee, you walk outside, someone says, I need some coffee. But imagine that shit don't stop, man. That's madness. Every time you go outside, it's rush hour. You get caught in traffic. So you get to the point where, you know, I'm going out 3 in the morning. It's rush hour. If you think something, the environment reacts. And Most High can drive you mad with that. So you people out there, you know, I'm telling you guys, I shouldn't be alive. Most High is here and he'll protect you if you do right. But even if you don't do right, if you're a part of the elect, you gotta get on the jail free card. You know, once again, King David is a man after the Most High's heart. King David raped a woman. Then when he found out she was pregnant, he murdered her husband. King David was killing and raiding villages, killing men, women, and children. King David killed thousands and thousands of people. He took their lives, not with a gun, not with poison, with a sword. King David killed hundreds of Philistines, cut off the skin of their forehead, and brought it back to Saul. This is a bloody, bloody man, a violent man. To the point where the Most High said, you can't build my temple because you shed too much blood. The Most High can have mercy on a professional killer like David. Only thing you did was, what did you do that was so vicious that's worse than David? This man tortured people. He tortured his enemies to death. What did you do that's worse than David? Nothing. So if the Most High can have mercy on him, why are you complaining about the evil you did? Because that's Satan trying to get you to just doubt the Most High and say, I'm too evil, I can't be saved. I've done too much. You ain't do too much. You didn't do too much. Read some of your biblical heroes. The evil, Samson, for instance. Excuse me. Damn spirit fucking with me. My nose is caught. Samson, for instance, lost a bet, right? Went out and killed 30 men, slaughtered them, and took their clothing to repay his bet. They did something to Samson. He went out and slaughtered them, hip and died. Probably killed a few hundred men by himself. Most High had mercy on this man time and time again. After he killed 1,000 Philistines, he was going to die from dehydration. And then, in today's terms, he basically said when he was about to die, he said, Father, don't let me die like these suckers here. I don't want to die like these chumps. I'm not like them. I'm better than them. Why should I die like they died? That's basically what he said. So I don't want to hear about, oh, I did too much evil. You ain't do too much evil. I don't give a damn if you're a pedophile. If the Most High loves you, he'll pardon your iniquity. All right? I don't want to hear that I've done too much evil. No, even 50 Cent said it. You know, what happened to a changed man that dies in a cell? And that song comes from God Give Me Style from 50 Cent. It's never too late to change, man. And no man on this earth has shed as much blood as men like David, Genghis Khan, and Genghis Khan was loved by the Most High because he obeyed the Most High. Genghis Khan raped and killed thousands, but the Most High loved him. So for you people in today's day and age talking about you've done too much, you ain't do too much evil, man. Once again, biblical heroes were vicious killers, rapists. David was a rapist. He raped that woman and then forced her to be his wife until she got Stockholm Syndrome and agreed. There's one woman, she drove a nail and a hammer through a man's temple. These are people loved by the Most High. So don't talk about I've done too much evil in this world. That's Satan trying to deceive you, man, destroy you. Because what happens is when you feel like you've done too much evil, you feel like you're too guilty, you're unworthy, then you really believe that shit. And you don't believe in the Most High, man. Fuck that. I remember one time I was talking to a brother who was in the army, and I asked him if he believed in God. He said he's seen too much shit overseas. And I wanted to tell him, but I didn't want to, dig into that because he looked like he was troubled. I wanted to tell him, man, some of the most beloved men were killers. David told imagine being a 30-year-old man telling a teenage boy to kill this man with a sword. Gideon told one of his youngest sons that his son was so young that the son couldn't kill him. Gideon's son couldn't kill him because he was too young. He was scared. These are the men the Most High loved. Is that this new age, this new philosophy make it to where you gotta be peachy clean? Like, golly, man, you're gonna make a fucking mistake. Ain't nobody perfect. And here we go. When you become a certain preacher or a certain style or a certain energy, if you do one wrong thing, people will discredit you because they don't like you. Samuel chopped the man into pieces. He said to that man, how your sword has made women without children, how your sword made women widows, your mother this day gonna be a widow. And Samuel chopped him up with a knife, with a sword. Imagine that shit. Samuel telling the soldiers, hold him down. Samuel's cutting his feet off, cutting his arms off, cutting his head off. This is Samuel. So I'm bringing up these vicious things these men did because there's a lot of men out there that done vicious things and they feel like they're not worthy to be saved. If you believe and you change in your heart and you try your hardest not to hurt people, you'll be saved, man. All right. Shalom.